Hello guys, it's me Oliver, your favorite chess YouTuber. Today I haven't uploaded for a while actually. I had no reason to do that. I was just lazy, so I have nothing to justify my laziness. But today I thought we could do some puzzles, but instead of doing the usual ones, I thought we could do some puzzle rush, actually. Puzzle rush, I mean puzzle streak on chess, so that beginner players and players that are a bit less advanced can also get a gist of how to solve puzzles overall. Alright, so puzzle streak. So puzzles in general, if you guys watched my previous videos, you already know it. Those are given chess positions in which you need to find the best move in order to create the largest threat, which could be winning material, could be checkmating, or could be just a positional advantage. The key to solving puzzles is to look for checks, captures, and attacks. So what moves come to mind? Do we have any checks? Yes, we do. We have knight g6 and also knight f7. Knight g6, the pawn just takes, so you can discard that move basically right away. Knight f7, look at that. It attacks the king and the queen, and the enemy cannot do anything about it. So knight f7 just wins the queen on the spot. Alright, good. We see white has attacked our rook here, but again, if we just look for checks, we have this nasty queen h1 move, and white cannot block since we just take, so white has to move their king up, and we take this rook. Our king is safe, we can always go to d7, so I believe that's the solution. Yes. Alright. Here we see that's another rather easy puzzle, so I'm going to tell you the solution. Basically, on every puzzle, if you want to solve them yourselves, you can also pause the video. That's fine. You can try to find the solution by yourself. But here we can see that we don't have any checks actually, but we have a capture, but the pawn just takes back, and we lost a rook for a knight, so that's not good. But there's also an attack, and that attack is f4, and f4 turns out to be a fork. We attack two pieces at the same time with a pawn, and the bishop is forced to capture. Now we recapture with the rook, and we're winning. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so we need to look for checks. Queen f3 is a check, queen c4 is a check, and also queen b5 is a check. Those are the three checks that we have. Queen f3, the pawn just takes, so I discarded that move. Queen c4, same thing, pawn just takes. So I discarded that move as well. But look at queen b5. Queen b5 attacks the king and the bishop, and we're actually just winning the bishop. It's another fork. That's nice. Look at that. Queen here attacks the king, so the king has to move, and now we take the bishop for free. Alright, let's see. Next puzzle. Okay. Here it's probably going to be some kind of checkmate if I'm being honest, but I need a second to find it. Our knight is attacked, obviously, by the queen, so we need to do something about that. But maybe we should look for checks first. So I'm thinking rook takes, king cannot move to either square, so rook takes, pawn takes, queen takes, and that is actually checkmate. Since in that position, rook takes, pawn takes, queen covers all of those squares, and the knight covers this square, so the king has no escape. Takes and checkmate. Nice. Okay, this is an endgame. So white just took our bishop, and we don't need to automatically recapture. We could also try something like like rook d2, which is attacking the king and attacking the knight at the same time. But I need to think of the most efficient way to do this. If we take this bishop now, well then the knight moves, and I'm not sure if we're winning this endgame. I think we're actually losing, so that's not good. But if we do this, king goes, let's say... Oh, wait, is that just checkmate? Oh, that's just checkmate. Okay. So, because this square is covered by the pawn, these ones are covered by the knight, this is covered by the king, and this entire file is going to be covered by the rook. So that's just checkmate, actually. Look at that. Okay. Here we're white, and we need to find the best move. Okay, so I would say that this is just mate in 2, actually. If you want to find it, then feel free to pause the video, and when you find it you can keep watching, but we need to look for checks, and that check, we could try going here, rook c8, but just takes, and the king escapes, and we don't have anything. I mean, we could try something like queen f5, but at the best we're just getting a perpetual check, and that's not what we want. We want mate in 2, so apart from this check there's also this check, defended by the rook, attacking the king, and after queen takes g7, still defended. This is checkmate. Okay, we're doing good so far. This looks like an equalish endgame. However, black has just made a severe mistake. This tactic is called this tactic is called removing the defender. We see that the knight here is only being defended by the king. So if this king wasn't here, we could just take the knight for free. How do we make the king go away from this square? Well, we can push f4, and the king has to retreat either here or here, because all these squares are occupied, and we just win the knight. That's nice. Alright. So here, let me think. Here. Alright, so obviously we cannot take the knight as much as we would want to, because we lose our queen. However, if we check the king first and then take the knight, we are perfectly eligible to do so. That is called an in-between move, or a Zwischenzug, or a intermezzo, as the Germans and the Italians call it. Queen here is a check, and it unpins our pawn and allows us to take the knight. So queen here, and yes, white is trying to trick us, but if we take the knight, white takes our queen, we take back, pawn takes, and we're up a piece. So I think that is the... Actually, hold on. Did white just blunder a queen? Is this just a free queen? I think it is. Weird puzzle, but okay. Well, actually, we just have a free queen. So, if you see a free queen on the board, be a bit suspicious, but it's usually a good thing. I clicked the queen, and the queen from g6 took that queen on c2, which was undefended. Alright. We're doing good. So, white is attacking our bishop here. Do we want to let white attack our bishop? Kind of no. But what moves do we have? Well, we have this, which is bishop takes knight, but after bishop takes knight, queen takes, and we haven't achieved anything. So I'm thinking, okay, this is a weird puzzle. You could also play a move like d4, if takes we could take, if takes we could take the queen, king takes. No, I mean, I don't think we have any advantage there. Okay. What about a move like queen e7 and then queen e2? Then we could actually take the knight. But queen e7, if bishop e2, oh, actually same thing. We just take the knight for free since the bishop can take, because it will be pinned to the king. That's a nice tactic. Queen e2, queen e7. Now we take, because once again the bishop cannot take. Alright, good, nice. Ooh. This looks terrifying for white. Well, there is a free queen on the board, and after white takes back with, let's say, the bishop, because taking back with the bishop, I think this is the only possible way that doesn't plunder any material. We could try... What could we try? I mean, we could try something, but for the most part, I think it's just going to be winning the queen. Of course, if white takes back like this, we have a free bishop. And we need to be careful not to get back rank mated. But I think it's just taking the free queen. Yes, and now we just take the bishop for free. Nice. So I took the bishop and it moved on to the next puzzle. Okay. Here it's a common pattern. You feel free to solve this puzzle on your own, but this puzzle is a bit tricky since we see the move bishop e3 check, and we see this capture here, rook f4. So those are the only moves that would make sense in this position. So now we need to combine the two. We can sacrifice our rook for the bishop, and when the rook takes back, bishop e3 is a double attack on the king and the rook, and we have won a piece in that variation. So I think that's the right solution. Yes, and bishop comes in for the double attack, and we pick up the rook. Okay. This looks like checkmate. This does look like checkmate, although we need to find the right one. So first move obviously is going to be queen b7 check. There's nothing else. And king can go either here or here. So if the king goes to this square, we have queen here, queen e7, king moves over, and then that's mate. So queen b7, the only move is king e6. But then I'm thinking queen e7, and is that mate actually? That is mate. So queen b7 and queen e7 check mate. Nice. This is another one, like another fork. This Veem often is a Veem for early puzzles, early stage puzzles. If we take this rook, king takes back, we have this fork which attacks both the king and the rook, and we're just going to be a bishop up in an endgame with a passed pawn. So I think that is the solution. Takes, and here, and we pick up the rook. Nice. Okay, well, this is just a blunder. Rook e8 is a blunder, and this particular theme is called removing the defender. We've spoken about it in one of the previous puzzles. If we took here, black would just take back with a knight, but we have one more capture, which makes sense, and that is bishop takes f6 check. And then if king takes, or actually, look at that. Bishop takes f6. If king takes, well then we take the rook, right, because it's free. But if bishop takes and the knight takes, well then we take the queen. So that's even worse. And there is no back rank mate since our king has a safe square on h2. So the bishop to f6 is the solution to this puzzle. Takes, king takes, and now we pick up the rook for free. Okay. Sorry, one of like my family member just came into my room. I hope you didn't hear that. If you heard, well, I apologize for that. Okay. So what moves do we have here? We have this check, we have this check, and we have this capture. So we're probably going to have to combine the two, right? Combine one of those two two of those three beams together, two of those three moves. So knight f6 check is a stupid move. It just loses the knight in one move. Knight e7 check looks good, but it hangs a knight. However, if we take this knight first, then the bishop takes and knight e7 then is possible, and it's a fork on the king and the bishop. So that is the solution to this puzzle. And of course, if we take the bishop here, it also defends our knight. So like this, and knight e7 is the solution. Okay. So what do we do? I mean, we have this move available, rook e to e7, and then we're threatening some nasty stuff on the king. And I don't think black can actually stop this. So I think that is the move. I'm just looking for other options. No, I don't think black has anything. Rook e7, since we want to double up the pressure on the f7 pawn, and the black cannot defend the pawn with just the king, and black, after rook e to e7, cannot bring those two rooks to help the king. So I think that's the move. Rook to e to e7, and now we take the pawn. Nice. Okay. So here we have an interesting position. Obviously we need to look for checks. We do not have any actually, but we have a capture, and that capture is queen takes h7, and that is actually the solution to this puzzle, since queen takes h7 threatens queen to g8 mate, supported by the bishop, and I'm not sure you can stop it without sacrificing your queen for the bishop. So that is the solution. Okay. Here is this just a back rank mate? Let's see. Rook to f5, king here, and then a rook here, and we win this rook. That's called an X-ray. So rook here, king attacks our rook over here, but we escape. We are supported by the pawn, and the king and the rook are on the same line, so when the king moves back, we take the rook for free. That is the solution, and the king cannot escape upwards, because this rook cuts it off. Here, rook f6. Oh, I did not think that white would go that way. Well, That's unfortunate. And what happens if we go here? We give additional check. And then and only then are we able to take the rook. And if we do it the other way, well then apparently this endgame is winning for white. So here the only moves the only moves I considered are king e6 and king d6. Okay, if king d6, well, obviously it's much simpler. We can take the rook right away. But king c6 is tricky. We need to bring the other rook so that when the king moves to defend, we have this one more check to make the king completely isolated. Only then we can take the rook. All right, this was a nice run. I think we could do one more streak. Or maybe I'll do some advanced puzzles just as a bonus, because I kind of rushed. That last puzzle. I just didn't take my time. You need to take your time while doing those puzzles. Okay, let's see. So here in this position, wow, there's a lot of going on. You could take this knight, but then they take our knight. But then we actually have this check, and the rook has to block, and we take the rook. So taking this knight is the correct option. Okay, how the am I high or? Oh my god! Wait, no. Never mind. Wait, what? Why is this not correct? Alright, well, let's see. Let's try to solve that puzzle some other way. Every human here would just take back the knight, but let's consider this knight f6 move. Pawn takes, because rook cannot take because it's pinned, so knight f6, pawn takes. Is there anything there? There's queen here. King, let's say f8. And what? Rook g1. Why doesn't the king escape? Like to e7? I don't know. If it's not taking the knight, I don't see any other option. Oh, hold on. Knight here, pawn takes. Is there like something connected with the bishop here? Knight f6, pawn takes. Queen here. Rook here. Well, okay, rook here. This is weird. I'm not sure. I'll try it, but yeah, it's not the move. So what is it? Is it like sacking your queen, maybe? King here, rook f1. No, the king has 3 squares to escape to. That's not it. That's definitely not queen takes here, because you're not even threatening mate since the rook defends. Okay, I genuinely have no idea. It's not this, it's not this, it's not this, and it's not this. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm good. I'm just going to check the solution. Oh my god. Rook f1. You know that I actually lost a game. I was playing Blitz against some guy. I lost the match 3-5, I think, but I lost the game in a similar fashion to this. I just had a piece like that pinned to my king or to my queen. I don't necessarily remember. I think it was to my king, and I just didn't have another piece to defend it. And I mean, this is just miserable. Obviously, the idea is to take on f7 and try to mate white. Why is the engine saying like knight f2? Why is it not an instant win? And sack your queen? Okay, well, it's still winning. It's just the one way to avoid mate, but yeah, rook f1 is a nice move. Alright, I'll do 2 more puzzles on like more advanced level. 2 more, and then I'm going to end the video. Okay, let's see. Probably going to get this puzzle wrong. I'm saying that right away. Because there's just so many moves here. There's so many good moves here. Oh, sorry, I had to stretch. Alright. So, let's see everything that's in store for us. We have... Okay, checks, captures, attacks. Let's do that in order. We have no checks. At least I don't see one, but we don't. Captures. What can we capture? Well, we can capture this. We can also capture this. I'm not sure if any of those captures actually do us anything good. And I'm not sure they do us any good. Bishop takes f6, just bishop takes, and then e5 maybe. Then the bishop just goes back and what? And it can reroute to c5, and we're kind of screwed. I mean, we're not screwed, but we haven't achieved anything. Okay, so maybe it's not bishop takes f6, or maybe I'm not seeing something, which is very likely, but let's just consider other options. If we sack our rook here, then rook takes. Then we might come in to here with our knight, which actually looks interesting. And we can try to exploit some of those light squared weaknesses. So rook here, knight e5. Rook obviously has to move. It can move to, I guess, I don't know, c6 or c6 or d7. I mean c7 or d6. So let's see. Rook takes, knight e5, rook d6, for example. Knight g6, rook f7. I mean, do we have anything? I don't know, actually. I'm really not convinced. But it looks good optically, to be honest. It does look good optically, this 95 idea. But I'm not sure our attack is strong enough. Besides, worst comes to worst, I can just sack back for a rook. And if we play knight e6, knight g6, I mean, it just doesn't seem strong enough to me. But actually, what else are we going to do? Can we play a move like e5? Can we play a move like e5? I mean, it looks good. If knight takes, rook takes, and we're not losing anything, we're winning a piece. So if e5... Oh, hold on. Are we just winning a piece? e5, knight d5. It's defending the bishop, but if we take and take, are we just winning a piece there? We might be. I think we are. Yeah, e5, bishop takes, well... yeah, I mean, we just take with our queen, I think. Or with a pawn. We might want to take with a pawn, actually. This might be one of the rare instances we take with a pawn. Because if we take like... Oh my god. Wait, you know what's interesting? We could take this knight first. If bishop takes queen, we have this incredible move. And then we take one of the rooks. Oh my god, hold on. I swear to god I'm going to get this right. Pawn takes f6. Bishop takes queen. Pawn takes here. Rook here. I mean, you're going to lose one of the rooks anyway, so here, check, rook here, and rook takes. What's the material count in that position? We have a bishop, knight, rook, and bishop, and black has rook, knight, and queen. But this just looks too good not to play it. Here, 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 here. So we have three minor pieces and a rook for a minor piece, a rook, and a queen. So we have 2 minor pieces for a queen. Are we good in that position? I mean, I could just take this bishop, then the material count would be, I mean, it's knight takes here. So queen, queen, rook, rook, knight. Okay, 3 minor pieces. And then we're actually good, I think. This queen sack looks just so good. Oh my god. I really want to play this move. Ooh, hold on. Oh my god, I just saw something. Here, 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 here. We actually take here. Rook takes, bishop takes, queen takes, and then we do this. Oh my god, that has to be it. God damn it! Is it queen takes? No, g takes. Oh my god, but show me this variation. Oh my god, no, this has to be winning. Takes rook, here, queen, rook, bishop, queen, and here. How is this not good for us? Oh my god. I just love queen sacrificial ideas. Oh my god. I guess that's not good for us. Okay, I got too excited. Yeah. Alright. So, I should have gone for the sober move. If queen takes, then knight takes, and we don't have any advantage anymore. And g takes. If knight takes now, we take the knight. And if rook takes, we take back. So yeah. And we're winning, actually. but I just really wanted to sacrifice a queen. I kinda don't know why, but yeah, we had some fun. Alright, let's just take a look at this puzzle once again. Yeah, e5 is just winning, since the knight has no escape squares. If we go here, then takes, and we take the bishop for free, and we take one of the rocks. Damn, nice. Okay, I mean, I lost some rating points, but I'm not even mad about it. Oh, this looks very mildly unpleasant. Let's take a look. If we take the rook, then queen takes our rook, but then we take the bishop, and why the hell is this a 2100 rated puzzle? Is it just so simple? Is it as simple as that, really? Queen takes. There is no like Zwischenzugs. Yes, it's matter. Zwischenzugs. There is no in between moves. They cannot. Black cannot check us here. So here, queen is threatened. So it needs to take the rook, and then we take the bishop. There's this. There's always a catch. And this will attack the queen and our bishop, and black will get back their piece. Okay. So this is wrong. So how about we go if we go king e2 attacking the rook, where will the rook go? King e2, because definitely something like this cannot occur, since we just take and we win. So king e2. There is still no in-between moves. Rook back here is met by, I think, rook takes, queen takes, and bishop h6 threatening mate. But it is stoppable. Oh my god, please, I just want to get one puzzle right. Okay, so what can we do? If we take here though, and black takes this, don't we have this check? And then king goes here, and then we take this with check, and we are winning the bishop actually, now that I see it. I think that's it. And this check, yes. Oh, I got at least one puzzle right. That's nice. Alright, I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed another puzzle solving episode. Let me know what you thought about the video in the comments, and also please do leave any suggestions for future videos if you want to see any. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Bye. Oh, and Happy New Year, everyone. I'm actually recording this on the 1st of January at like 1 AM. So yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.